wrote your name in pencil so I could erase the pain. But every time I touch the page, it still looks the same. The song was almost finished, I knew exactly what to say. But when the music asked for hope, my voice just slipped away. I counted every heartbeat, waiting for the strength. I'm crying where the chorus should be. There's no melody left in me. I open my mouth, nothing comes out, just your memory. This was the part I was supposed to soar. Instead I'm on the floor. I'm crying where the chorus should be. The band keeps playing softly, like they don't hear the crack. I'm standing in the spotlight, trying not to look back. You used to sing beside me, now I sing to empty air. Every note I'm reaching for reminds me you're not there. I thought love would lift me up, but it dropped me when I fell. I'm crying where the chorus should be. My hands are shaking, can't breathe. This was a moment to rise above, but it's just me. I held the pain instead of sound, let my tears hit the ground. I'm crying where the chorus should be. If you were here, I'd know what to say. But you left the song unfinished and took everything. I'm crying where the chorus should be, letting silence finish the line. I guess not every love song gets the part where it shines. So I stand in the space you left with nothing but honesty. I'm crying where the chorus should be. No music, just me. Made it through the first few lines, still standing, still okay. I told myself the worst was done once you walked away. I learned how not to call your name, I learned how not to cry. I smiled through every memory like it didn't take my life. But the song kept moving forward, and so did the truth. I didn't survive the last verse, that's where you came back in. Every word I tried to bury found my skin again. I thought I'd healed enough to sing like I was over you, but I didn't. between the lines, trying not to break down. You were supposed to be a memory, not something I still feel. But the end of every love song is where it all gets real. I was strong until the moment I remembered you. I didn't survive the last verse. My voice just disappeared. I reached the part where I admit you were never really here. I made it past the lonely nights, the days I almost did, but I didn't survive the last verse. If I'd known how it would end, I would have stopped halfway through. I would have left the song unfinished before it led to you. I didn't survive the last verse. That's where I finally fell. All the things I couldn't say started ringing like a bell. I stood there in the quiet with nothing left to prove. I didn't survive the last verse, but I made it through you. The song is over. I'm not the same. I held your name like oxygen, like I would die without it. Every step I took for us left me a little breathless. I called it being faithful, I called it being strong, but love kept asking more of me long after you were gone. I never knew the difference between staying and losing myself. I loved you until I collapsed right there on the floor. I gave you every piece of me, then tried to give you more. stop loving you. I just stop disappearing. I learned how to breathe for you long before I learned for me. I stretched every second longer than my lungs could ever be. I stayed inside the moment where you still sounded sure. Held the pitch of forever like it might make us endure. My hands were shaking in the silence, but I didn't let go. I held the note until I broke. Right in front of you, I kept my voice from falling apart until it finally did. I gave you every ounce of air, every truth I spoke. I held the note until I broke. You said love shouldn't be this hard, like effort meant it failed. But some of us just keep on singing, even when the breath turns pale. I felt the strain in every word, but I stayed perfectly in tune. I was dying just to keep us alive. You were leaving the room. You let go so easily. I stayed too long. I held the note until I broke. My chest was burning through. I sang through every warning sign my body ever knew. You heard the crack, you heard the fall, but still I sang for you. I held the note until I broke. If I had to let it fade, would it have hurt less? Or was I always gonna shatter? Trying my best, I held the note until I broke. Now the room is still. The silence feels like mercy after forcing every will. I don't regret the love I gave, only how far I went. I held the note until I broke, and that was the end. The song survived, I didn't. I used to sing your name out loud, like someone would answer back. Now my voice just hits the walls and falls into the cracks. The lights are on, the doors unlocked, but nothing feels the same. I keep talking to the air, hoping it knows your name. I don't lower my voice, I just don't hear you now. There's no one listening anymore. I'm still trying just the same. Every word I ever say for you echoes back in pain. I'm speaking like you're still right here, but the truth cuts through the sound. There's no one listening anymore. I rehearse all the things I'd say if you walked in today. Like love could rewind the moment you decided to walk away. My phone stays face down on the bed, like it's afraid of me. I don't check it anymore, I already know what it'll be. Silence answers faster than you ever did. There's no one listening anymore, but I can't stop my voice. I keep explaining how I feel, like I still have a choice. I break in every sentence, trying to be understood. There's no one listening anymore. If you can hear me now, please don't say my name. I don't think I could survive knowing you still sound the same. There's no one listening anymore, so I finally stop pretending. I let the silence take the place where your love was ending. I don't scream, I don't collapse, I just slowly sit with it. There's no one listening anymore, and this is it. I stopped talking, not because I healed, because I knew. I was doing fine a second ago, or at least that's what I said. I held my breath through all the parts I didn't want to feel yet. I smiled through the easy lines, kept my voice under control. But there's a place inside this song I always lose the hope. I thought I could make it through if I didn't slow down. This is where I start crying, right where I pretend I'm strong. I made it through the memories, but not this part of the song. My hands begin to shake, my words don't sound like mine. This is where I start crying. Every time I practice saying your name like it wouldn't hurt anymore, but it still feels like breaking glass every time it hits the floor. I tell myself it's over now, like that should change the past, but my heart doesn't understand why love couldn't last. I kept my tears in rhythm until they broke the time. This is where I start crying, when I'm supposed to rise. The moment I stop hiding what I can't survive. I tried to sing it steady, I tried to cross the line. This is where I start crying. If I skip this part, will I be okay? Or is this the price of everything we were? This is where I start crying, and I don't stop this time. I let the sound fall apart, I let the truth be mine. I don't fix it, I don't run, I finally let it be. This is where I start crying, and maybe that's how I heal. The song keeps going, I don't. I didn't need to say much then. You heard me when I breathed. The world felt far away from us and close enough to sleep. I didn't fight the silence, it never scared my chest. Your hand around my heartbeat did all the talking best. I didn't know that peace could ever leave. I was quieter when you left. I trusted all the pauses between your words and mine. I never filled the emptiness with fear asking why. But love changed into distance, and distance learned my name. I started speaking over pain, and just to feel the same. I miss the girl I was with you. I was quieter when you loved me. My tears stayed out of sight. I didn't have to prove my worth or stay awake at night. Now I talk just to feel heard, even when I'm alone. I was quieter when you loved me. If love is supposed to be safe, why did I lose myself? Why am I louder now, talking to no one else? I was quieter when you loved me, but maybe that was peace. I didn't need to ask for more or beg you not to leave. Now the silence hurts more than sound, but I'm learning how to be. I was quieter when you loved me. Now I'm finding me. I don't miss the quiet. I miss feeling heard. It used to be so easy when your name felt safe to say. Now every sound inside my chest feels like it's giving way. I lie awake and listen to the space you used to fill, counting every fragile breath, waiting for it all to still. I never thought love could make a sound like this. I can hear my heart failing every time I close my eyes. It skips on all the memories we never said goodbye. I hold my chest like that could help, like I could make it stay. I can hear my heart failing. I walk through days like I'm okay, like nothing's really wrong. But there's a weakness in my steps, a tremble in each song. You promised me forever, like it wasn't hard to keep. Now my heart's learning how to break quietly in sleep. I didn't feel heart failing. If love is meant to save us, why does it feel like this? Why do I miss you most when I'm barely breathing? I can hear my heart failing, but it's still holding on. It beats through all the damage just to see another dawn. Maybe healing starts with listening to the pain I couldn't say. I can hear my heart failing, and I'm still here today. It's breaking, but it's beating. I breathed you in like habit, like you'd always be there. One second felt like forever, the next was empty air. You said my name so softly, I almost didn't hear. Then silence took the shape of you, and I knew you weren't here. I never saw the ending till it passed me by. I lost you between two breaths, somewhere I couldn't react. One inhale said we're still us, the next took you back. I didn't fall, I didn't scream, I just stood there confused. I lost you between two breaths. The room didn't change its color, the clock didn't slow its sound, but everything inside my chest forgot how to move around. I replay that tiny moment like I could make it bend. If I had held my breath longer, would we still be us then? I keep asking time for mercy. I lost you between two breaths, where nothing warms the heart. Love doesn't always shatter loud, sometimes it drifts apart. I hold the space you used to be, like proof you were real. I lost you between two breaths. I would give you all my air just to say your name, but you left me here still breathing all the same. I lost you between two breaths and learned how fast things end. I'm still alive, still standing here, but not the same again. If love returns to haunt me, I'll know the truth it brings. I lost you between two breaths, and everything I breathe in, you're gone. almost said your name today, out loud without a plan, like muscle memory of love. Forgot who I am. I felt it on the tip of me, that old familiar sound. Then I swallowed every letter and stared at the ground. Some habits don't need thinking, they just return. I almost said your name, like you were still mine, like time didn't take you and redraw the line. My heart leaned forward before my mind could explain. I almost said your name. Your ghost still answers questions I don't mean to ask. I still look for you in crowds, like it's an honest task. I practice being careful now with every word I choose, because one wrong syllable feels too much like you. I'm learning how to breathe without you in my mouth. I almost said your name when someone laughed like you. For half a second I forgot what I wasn't supposed to do. I held the sound behind my teeth and let the moment pass. I almost said your name. If I say it once, will I fall apart? Or did it mean you still live in my heart? I almost said your name, but I bit my tongue. Some loves don't disappear, they just go unsung. I carry you in silence, like a secret I can't tame. I almost said your name. I still know how it sounds. I just don't say it. I learned how to sit with the quiet, like it was something I deserved. I folded every feeling inward and swallowed every word. The room knew all my secrets, the walls heard every cry, but I kept my mouth shut long enough to almost believe the lie. I said nothing was easier than telling you the truth. I can't hold the silence anymore. anymore. I rehearsed all the conversations you were never gonna hear. I practiced being over you for almost a year. I thought staying quiet was healing, like time would do the rest. But silence doesn't empty pain, it lets it nest. I'm tired of pretending I'm okay. I can't hold the silence anymore. My chest is breaking through. I kept my voice locked in my throat to keep from losing you, but you were already gone before I closed the door. I can't hold the silence anymore. If I say it out loud, will it find the end? Or will it just prove how much I miss you? I can't hold the silence anymore. So I let the truth arrive. I say your name into the dark just to feel alive. I don't need you to answer. I don't need you to stay. I can't hold the silence anymore. And that's okay. I broke the quiet. It didn't break me. I learned how to lower my voice so no one could hear me fall. I folded my pain into sentences that barely sounded at all. I used to scream into pillows until my chest went numb. Now even my anger knows to stay where it comes from. Loud feelings don't make it better, they just leave me empty. I whisper because screaming hurts. It tears me open wide every time I raise my voice. Something in me dies, so I speak in broken syllables, like that's all I'm worth. I whisper So I learned how to bleed quietly and called it moving on. I keep my tears behind my eyes like secrets I can't trust. I've learned pain sounds softer when you say it just enough. I wish quiet meant healing, not hiding. I whisper because screaming hurts. My heart can't take the strain. Every sound I let escape feels like calling your name. I talk like I'm apologizing for loving you first. I whisper because screaming hurts. If I scream right now, would you hear me? Or would it just echo back to me? I whisper because screaming hurts, but silence hurts too. I'm caught between the words I feel and the ones I can't push through. One day I'll learn to speak again without breaking in reverse. But tonight I whisper because screaming hurts. It's not that I don't feel, it's that I feel too much. I told myself just one more night, one more hour, then I'd be fine. I thought my tears would tire out before they learned my name. I wiped my face, I took a breath, said this is where it ends. But every time I close my eyes, I'm back there again. I didn't plan on breaking, I just stopped pretending. I didn't mean to cry this long. I thought the worst was through. I said goodbye so many times, but none of them were true. I tried to stand, I tried to breathe, I tried to be that strong. I didn't mean to cry this long. The world kept moving without us, like nothing really changed. But everything I touch still feels like it knows your name. I laugh at things I don't feel, just to blend into the room. Then I go home and fall apart like I always do. Healing sounded simple until I tried. I didn't mean to cry this long. My heart won't catch its breath. Every memory comes back sharp like it wants to hurt me I didn't mean to cry this long, but love doesn't obey. It lingers in the quiet parts you never throw away. Maybe this is how I heal, by letting it belong. I didn't mean to cry this long, but here I am, still holding on. The tears slow down, the ache The room is breathing slower now. The clock won't make a sound. I sit with words I never said, spilling on the ground. I press my hands against my chest, like I can hold it still, but something in me's coming apart, and I feel it. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, just a soft, familiar ache. I can hear myself breaking in the spaces when I breathe. Every thought is slowly shaking, everything I used to be. I don't scream, I don't collapse, I just quietly keep aching. I can hear myself breaking. Your shadow still on every wall, like you never left. I talk to you in empty rooms, then answer for myself. I smile when someone asks if I'm okay, like it's a script I know, but inside something's falling down, piece by slow piece. I thought pain would fade with silence, but it learned how to stay. I can hear myself breaking when the world is finally asleep. Every memory is waking, everything I try to keep. I don't beg, I don't reach out, I just let the damage take me. I can hear myself breaking. If hearts could make a sound, mine would be cracking now, not shattering all at once, just giving out. I can hear myself breaking, and I don't myself breaking. No one else hears it but me. I learned you laugh like a melody, played it without thinking. I knew the weight of your breathing when you slept beside me. But nobody taught me the silence when your side of the bed stays cold. I keep reaching for habits that don't exist anymore. I was good at loving you, but not at letting go. I didn't practice being alone, didn't train my heart for this. I thought you'd always be my home. I never learned to miss. Now every night's an open wound. Every morning feels undone. I didn't practice being alone. I still set 2 cups on the table, then laugh at myself. I talk to the walls like they know you, like they might help. I memorized all of your moods, your fears, your favorite songs. Your name in it, not this empty space. I didn't practice being alone. I skipped that part of the pain. I built my world around your voice. Now it's quiet again. I walk through rooms we used to fill, like I'm trespassing on. I didn't practice being alone. If love is something you prepare for, why didn't it warn me about the day after? I didn't practice being alone. I don't know how to stand without your fingers in my palm, without your future in my plans. Maybe I'll learn it slowly, or maybe I won't move on. I just know I loved you deeply, and I didn't practice being alone. I was ready for forever. Now this. I sit in the dark with the piano open, hands shaking, trying to start. Every key feels like your name, pressed straight into my heart. I told myself I'd sing it steady, like I'm healed, like I'm strong. But your memory bends the melody, and I'm already wrong. I count my breaths between the lines, but they don't listen anymore. I lose control when the notes fall, when my voice starts to shake. I try to hold you in the chorus, but you slip through every take. I sound fine until I don't, and everything goes wrong. I lose control when the notes fall. There's a crack in every high note where I almost say your name. I bite my tongue, I swallow tears, still nothing sounds the same. The room is smaller when I sing now, like it knows I'm breaking down. Every echo brings you closer, then leaves me on the ground. I was brave before the song, now I'm scared of every line. I lose control when the notes fall, when the truth comes out too loud. I pretend I'm just emotional, but I'm falling apart right now. I can't keep time with a heart that's missing you so long. I lose control when the notes If I stop singing, you might disappear. So I keep breaking just to keep you here. I lose control when the notes fall, when the ending gets too real. I reach for you in the silence between what I can't feel. If this song is all I have left, then let it sound undone. I lose control when the notes fall, and I don't want to be strong. The last note fades, so do I. There's a cup on the table, still shaped like your mouth. I keep washing it cleanly, like it might wash you out. The room doesn't echo, it just waits, like it knows you're not coming and won't lie to my face. I used to breathe when you breathe, now the air hurts my chest. Every thought is a question, I'm too tired to guess. Did you leave, or did I disappear? don't exist anymore. I talk to the ceiling like it might understand why you needed your freedom, but I needed your hand. My phone hasn't moved, I still flinch when it lights, like maybe it's you changing your mind. I rehearsed my goodbye, but you never stayed long enough, so it's stuck in my throat with all of that love. I loved you louder than myself. I drowned my fears so you could sleep. I swallowed every please don't go, so you wouldn't think I'm weak. I made a home out of your absence, laid in the mess, called it my fault. I loved you louder than myself. Why wasn't I enough at all? I can't tell if I miss you or who I was before loving meant bleeding on an unlocked door. You said you'll be okay, like it's something I choose, but I'm breaking in places you never touched, but you used. I loved you louder than myself. I let my name decay. I tear my soul into pieces if it meant you would stay. And now the quiet is violent, it screams everything you did. I loved you louder than myself, and you loved me when it was convenient. I found your sweater on the floor, I didn't move it. I stepped around it like it might still be warm. The clock won't tick, it just stares at me every second. Feels like it's asking why I'm still here, and you're not. I tried to say your name out loud, but my lungs gave up halfway through, like even the air knows what you did to me. Your name still hurts to breathe. I loved you in the quiet ways, in the pauses between your lies. I folded myself into corners so you could take up a lie. I smiled when you pulled away, pretended distance didn't sting, but every step you took from me was ripping out something I sleep on the edge of the bed, like you might need the space. I still turn when I hear a sound, just hoping it's your face. You promised me forever, but you meant until it's hard. You took the best parts of me and left me in the dark. I beg so quietly, you didn't even hear. I was falling apart while you were disappearing. Your name still hurts to breathe. It bruises every thought. I gave you all the love I had. You gave me what you could not. I stayed when it was killing me. You left when it was clean. Your name still hurts to breathe. It's the last thing inside of me. I don't hate you, that's the worst part. I just miss the girl I was before you taught me how to break. Your name still hurts to breathe. You closed the door so gently, like you didn't want to wake the house. But something inside me shattered the second you turned around. I didn't chase you, I just stood there, like loving you had turned my feet to stone. The hallway still smells like you. I hate that my body remembers things my mind is trying to forget. For I stayed after you left. I kept the light on for weeks, like hope needed a place to sit. I slept on your side of the bed. pillow still curves like your shoulder. I hate that my body knows. I reach for you half asleep, then remember I'm alone. The sheets are cold on your side. I keep pretending it's temporary, like loneliness is just visiting and not living with me now. I'm sleeping where you used to be. I fold myself into the space you left, like if I'm smaller it won't hurt as much. I listen for sounds that don't exist, your breath, your laugh, your touch. I still wake up at the same time, my heart forgetting you're gone for one soft second. I'm okay, then it hits me. I'm sleeping where you used to be. Trying not to feel your absence scream. I trace the outline of your ghost, like maybe love will remember me. I talk to the dark like it's you. I ask it why you had to leave. I'm sleeping where you used to be. And it's killing me slowly. You said I'd be strong, you said I'd survive, but you were my reason not to give up the night. I gave you my quiet, my fears, my skin. You gave me an empty room in this. I don't know how to stop loving something that already left. I'm sleeping where you used to be. I memorize the pain instead. I keep my eyes closed longer now, so I don't face the day ahead. I loved you in ways that ruined me. I stayed when I should have fled. I'm sleeping where you used to be, wishing it was the end of me. If you ever come back, I won't be the same. I left parts of myself in the shape of your name.